Those were the streets of Gambia, excited about the win versus Guinea yesterday, which made the debutants have their very first quarterfinal appearance in the African Cup of Nations, taking part in their very first competition. A great feat for them over Guinea after they got the win that progressed them through to face the host Cameroon. Cameroon, whose game yesterday after the full-time whistle came under a lot of scrutiny. A game that had already been under a lot of scrutiny following the circumstances in which the Comoros team went into this game. It was marred by stampede outside the stadium when the game was ongoing, and today I'm going to tell you what I know so far and the confirmed number of casualties in this unfortunate incident that has marred this African Cup of Nations happening here in Cameroon. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. Before I get into the details of the incidents that happened during the game between Cameroon and Comoros, let's just say a huge congratulations to the Gambian national team. They have made history, following in the footsteps of Madagascar, who did it in 2019 and made it all the way to the quarterfinal. They will meet host Cameroon, and should they go out on that front, they would be happy with themselves and putting themselves on the map, as did Madagascar in 2019. Congratulations to them, and also another huge congratulations to Comoros. My goodness, Comoros have proven that their win versus the Ghana Black Stars was no fluke. They are full of fighting spirit, and should they have gotten a fair playing ground, a fair chance in this game versus Cameroon, probably we would have been talking about a different score line between the two sides. A left back turned into a goalkeeper, and boy oh boy did he make some amazing saves. Shackle Al-Habda was great at the back for his country, and he is a national hero in my books. All the players from Comoros are national heroes and need to be celebrated. Possibly they have scored one of the goals of the tournament, that consolation goal that was gotten in the second half for them. Congratulations to Comoros. And on to the unfortunate incident that happened last night. Last night when the game was ongoing, it was reported after the full-time whistle that there was a stampede at the entrance of the Olembe Stadium, 65,000 capacity stadium, a newly refurbished stadium that hosted Comoros versus Cameroon. The game had its own issues beforehand, but this was quite unfortunate, and it has come to light that there have been a number of casualties, and unfortunately some have been reported dead. Today the CAF president has called on the media for a press briefing later on, and by the time probably I upload this video, that press briefing will be over, and I'll add it to the end of the video to see what the CAF president had to say. But CAF opened an official investigation into this. They released a statement to that effect, stating that they were aware of the incident that had happened at the Olembe Stadium and they were looking into it. Casualties had been sent to the hospital nearby and they were looked at. A lot of people are currently grieving. It has been confirmed by the information ministry here in Cameroon that 8 people died. There were 38 injuries and 31 minor injuries. 7 have severe injuries, and as I said, 8 have been confirmed dead. Initially, it was confirmed or suspected that 6 people had died, but this is not the way we want our football to be marred, and we want our football to be remembered. It was unfortunate. You could see some videos popping up online of fans scaling the wall and trying to get into the stadium. Probably not good on their part, but also it reminds me of incidents like the May 9 stadium disaster, where if one party had been more careful, if one party had been the ice to the fire of the second party, it would not have ended as it did in this situation. It's quite unfortunate what happened at the Olembe Stadium, but some lives have been lost, and commiserations, condolences to the families who have lost lives in this unfortunate incident that took place at the stadium. It's quite sad there. CAF will organize a press briefing at the Ahmadu Ahiju Sports Stadium. CAF president has called on the press and the media to attend this press briefing at 1:30 p.m. local time, and it is going to be quite intense, and we'll see what the CAF president has to say. But commiserations once again to all the lives that have been lost, the 8 amazing lives. Unfortunate to have them lost here in Cameroon, trying to enjoy a game of football. The African Cup of Nations has been memorable, but unfortunately this will be the blot we were trying to avoid that is unfortunately going to pick up the headlines most of the time, and it's unfortunate on that front. On the other fronts also, the international break will be in March, and South Africa are looking to lock horns with France in their preparations for the African Cup of Nations qualifiers later this year. Also, the Ghana Black Stars coaching situation is another matter that is being looked at, and according to Muftau Nabila, the news making the rounds is that IBRAHIM TANKO is a top candidate for the Black Stars job. Yes, that is what it is. IBRAHIM TANKO. I would be surprised by that, and we hope that is one of those things that is wrong information from Muftau. But that is the latest there on the front of the Ghana Black Stars, who are in search of a new coach. Now, the Black Stars Management Committee, as I brought you yesterday, will be meeting tomorrow to reconvene and make decisions on the Black Stars and the way forward for the national team men and the other national teams and so on. So that has been it for today. The Ghana Black Stars coaching gig, IBRAHIM TANKO leading. Unfortunate incident here in Cameroon as Cameroon progressed versus Comoros in the round of 16 game. Gambia have made history in the African Cup of Nations, qualifying for the quarterfinal where they will face the host Cameroon. Commiserations, condolences to the families that have lost lives, of people who are trying to just enjoy a game of football. Hope those who got injured, minor, severe, all get a speedy recovery. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the week.
A moment of silence and silent prayer for the 8 people who lost their lives yesterday at the stadium. Okay, thank you. And let me start by expressing our deep condolences to the families of the spectators who came to our Olembe Stadium yesterday and who've passed on. I went to the hospital this morning to see those who were injured. There's approximately 7 that were injured, and we spent some time. Last night I was on my way to the hospital, and I was told, please do not come to the hospital because there may be many people, and particularly media, who might come with you. And the focus was allow us to try and focus on the people who are injured, as well as to make sure that we deal with those who need urgent attention, and that's why the instruction was we will indicate to you when to come and see those. Exactly where it happened, and I've been given lots of feedback and had lots of discussions until very early this morning. And the first thing that I'm going to ask the organizing committee is the next match that's supposed to take place at Olembe should not take place. And I spoke to the senior person in government, and it's correct, out of respect, they are our partners, to indicate that there must be an immediate, a committee that's set up to immediately investigate what happened. And in that context, to find out who was supposed to do what and who did not do and perform their responsibilities. We want that report by Friday. But as I said, the game that is scheduled for Olembe Stadium on Sunday is not going to take place. And as I said, out of respect to our partners and governments, it's going to take place at Amadou Ahidjo. So it's going to take place at Amadou Ahidjo, and which is here in Yaoundé. And there will be other changes that will be made, but I need to overemphasize. And let me first say that we have inherited the agreements as they stand, because these agreements were concluded quite some time ago.